Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.
Good morning, Sarah. I understand you have a confession.
I sure do.
Welcome.
This is really gross. Can I tell a gross story?
Yes, we do not judge here.
I've never told anybody this story my whole life.
Okay.
But I really want to win these tickets for my son, so it's worth it.
Okay, what happened?
Okay, so when I was a teenager, I worked at a grocery store, and I worked in the part of the store where they count the money, and we would eat food or whatever, and I probably didn't eat that great as a teenager, and my stomach was upset. This is really gross, so warning. I went into the bathroom, and I had an episode from Dumb and Dumber on the, the toilet, and I've always been a germaphobe, so I hover. I'm one of those girls that hover, and so I had a bad episode, and I turned around, and there was a huge mess on the wall.
The hell?
Oh, no. She did say it was a Dumb and Dumber episode, which paints the picture.
It was awful. And,
Paints the
and
wall.
I'm like, and I'm in a public bathroom in a grocery store, and I'm like, oh my God, please nobody come in here. And so I kind of like cleaned up the seat and cleaned up myself, and then I went back to work. And like 15 minutes later, the manager comes in, and he's like, oh my God, you guys are never going to believe some customer went into the bathroom and destroyed.
Oh, no. It was you.
And I didn't say anything.
All right, that is a good confession.
Sarah,
Very
you're
good
okay.
confession,
Don't tell
Sarah.
everybody.
We won't. Okay, hold on the line. Hold on the line. You're in the running. Hi, Hannah. Welcome. Do you have a confession?
I do, yes. I was a junior in a weightlifting class, and then the girls had, like, freshman PE. So we all shared the same locker room, and all the weightlifting girls were in there, but the freshman PE girls weren't. And some of the freshman girls, like, didn't lock their lockers, so I had the courtesy to change their lockers around and lock them up, so when the freshman girls came in, they couldn't get in their lockers, and they had no idea that it was me, because I, like, did nothing wrong. And I've never told anyone this, so here's my confession.
Wow.
Hannah, such a rebel.
You caused
I know.
chaos.
All right,
I
Hannah.
did, and the teacher was like, who did this? And I'm like, it was, I never confessed, so they don't know it was me.
Okay, hold on, Hannah. Hello, Brooke. Good morning. You have a confession.
Yes, I do.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What is it, my son?
So I went to the Taylor Swift concert in Glendale, and I won the tickets through another party. And so these tickets were like the best tickets ever. Did not have to pay for anything. Like, they were floor seats, everything. I took my boyfriend with me, and we went out to the Westgate Plaza beforehand. And right when we got into our seats, you know, got all the merch, everything, got to our seats, I ended up throwing up everywhere, all over our seats, all over where we were sitting, and I didn't get to see Taylor Swift because we had to leave.
Oh, my gosh.
So, like,
Poor
security
thing.
made you leave?
No, I just, like, was not coherent. So my boyfriend said, we have to go.
You had a little bit too much to
Floor
drink.
seats for
You
Taylor
poor
Swift.
thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So didn't even get to see Taylor Swift.
Is it because you were drunk?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and
Too
in
much
that
pregame.
environment, oh my gosh, I
I
can
mean,
only
it was-
imagine.
Right.
Yeah.
It was definitely a story for Taylor Swift, but, you know, I didn't get the magic like everyone else got at the concert. I got something else.
Okay, that's good, Brooke. Hold on the line. Hold on. All right, 877-937-1047. Confession Wednesday. Call in for Wallen. That's the prize. Morgan Wallen tickets. More of your confessions next with John, Jane, Rich.
It's just me and you. It's just us two.
John, Jane, Rich. Confession Wednesday continues. Call in for Wallen. We got tickets to Morgan Wallen. Callie has a confession, you guys. Go ahead, Callie. What happened?
Hi. Okay, so this is kind of embarrassing, but it was like my first ever one-night stand. I went through a bad breakup, whatever. and I don't know why. I should have just called Uber, but I called my mom to pick me up.
From the one-night stand?
Yes.
So, like, what time in the morning was that?
I don't know, probably like 7 in the morning.
So are you like, I'm at this guy's house, can you come get me? Like, what are the words you say to
I
your
know.
mom?
Did she know what she was picking you up from?
Yeah, we're kind of like, we're pretty open, but I was still really embarrassed. And then I just like wanted to sneak out. So I just like sat on the curb of this guy's house until she showed up.
Never saw him again?
Yeah, I guess we hung out a few times, but that was like the only one night stand we had.
That's funny.
Walk of shame and then mom's involved? Brutal.
Right.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Yeah, very brutal.
I've had one of those.
You have? And
Yeah.
your mom had to pick you up?
Well, not necessarily. Like, it was a walk of shame, kind of, with my mom. And it was a walk down the stairs, and she knew. She knew her. She knew. She just knew.
In your own house?
Know everything.
She just knew. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it actually was in the house, and I just started crying.
What do you mean, eye contact?
She looked at me and she goes, "You did it." And I said, I started crying everywhere. I said, "I'm sorry."
I'm pretty sure I started crying too. And she was like, "Oh, if you only knew half the things I've done."
Whoa. Oh, really? What else? Maybe this could be a double confession. What do you got? What else have you done that she doesn't know?
Me?
Yeah.
She said,
No, her mom said that.
Oh, your mom said that. Oh, I
calm
thought
her
you said
down,
that.
to put her at
Oh,
ease.
I thought I misunderstood.
Yeah, mom had a crazy streak, huh? She was a little wild.
I guess I'm 28 and she still won't tell me some things.
Okay, hold on the line. We'll throw you in the hopper, okay? Hold on.
Okay, thanks.
Hello, good morning, John, Jay, and Rich. Can I help you?
Hey, I was calling for the contest you guys are doing. So about a month ago, I drive a big Sprinter van for work.
Mm-hmm.
About a month ago, I was pulling out of work at our office and cut it too sharp, and my back end hit my boss's vehicle. I panicked, didn't know what to do. I went and had my van, the vent removed from it and buffed out. And it's his car. He's freaking out and pissed because he doesn't know what happened.
Oh, and you're not going to prove it by the van. He's not going to match up scratches.
Where?
He got it done.
What I
Got it fixed.
There's nothing there.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I looked online and I had you can hit the hammer underneath and push the dent out, and I buffed it out. And he drives it's a Bentley.
Oh my
God.
That's
So
an
that's
expensive
damn
mistake.
No wonder he's so upset.
All right.
Oh my God.
What's your name? What's your name?
Nathan.
All right, Nathan, hold on. You're in the running. Hold on a second. Hold on. Good morning, John. You have a confession?
Yes, I have a confession.
Go ahead.
Not very proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I was in middle school, I got a hold of my grandmother's credit card and also my dentist's credit card. I'm very good with numbers. So it was easy to memorize. And the bus stop for school was right next to my house, so I would call all my buddies over in the morning, and, we were all young, dumb, and full of fun. So we would call the 800 and 900 numbers. And it's not something I'm very proud of.
I did that at work one time.
I ended up getting caught.
It's awesome. Back then, it was awesome, those 900 numbers, weren't they?
Yes, it was very awesome.
You guys know what those are? You get hi, my name's Francine. What can I do for you? Are you like a naked person?
Oh my God.
Yeah, what do you need?
I was a little confused. I'm like, why are you calling the customer service on the credit card?
No. It was like dirty talk. It was dirty talk.
Would you do that?
And I would do it on the check cashing place dime. It was great. All right, John, hold on.
And you could just make up any number, like 1-800-HOT, whatever.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time, too. You just try to come up with whatever numbers that were dirty. It would spell out something dirty, and then someone would pick up. Hi.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's weird. Those businesses just all died. The internet killed it all, huh?
Stupid internet.
Yep.
It's better, though. You could see things on the internet. It's much better than the phone line, than a hard line. All right, hold on, John. That's good. Hold on. Fernanda, you have a confession.
I do. So I was in a relationship for a really long time, and then we broke up because the relationship wasn't going anywhere. He didn't really see a future with me, and I had a guy best friend. And after we broke up, we started talking, and then I got pregnant. And he hated that guy, so I kind of did it because we broke up.
So you had a baby.
A long time.
You had a baby with your guy best friend?
Yes.
To spite your ex?
Yes.
Dang, girl.
Wow.
Oh.
Well,
She was really committed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ended up losing the baby, but...
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good confession.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on the line, Fernanda. Hold on. John, Jane, Rich, it's time for Confession Wednesday. We will take your calls. We will hear your confession. We are going to pick a winner. That winner will get Morgan Wallen tickets. Nicole, is this you?
Yes.
What is your confession, my son?
Okay, so for the past year, I have been subscribing my coworker's supervisor onto a ton of spam emails. And every time she has them cleared with IT, I'll just resubmit her for like hundreds more. And that usually takes up most of her time. So she like backs up off of him in the mornings. And well, she's not my supervisor, so no one ever will know that it was me.
It seems like that's kind of fun for you, is it?
It is, because she's very mean to my friend, and he's not confrontational.
Oh, you're a good friend.
It's like those little things that just are so annoying and they're harmless, but so annoying.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Just
that's
little
good.
inconveniences.
Yes.
That's good. That's a great confession. Hold on. Isabella, what's your confession? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
So, about a year ago, I went on a first date with a guy, and, things went well. It was cool. Ended up going back to his place, and he has about, 3 roommates at the time. Well, we went to this restaurant, and I guess whatever I ate didn't sit right with my stomach, and I really needed to go to the bathroom. So I kind of, dipped out a little bit so that I could go to the bathroom, and he wouldn't notice. Let's just say I ended up clogging the toilet. I clogged the toilet, and I tried to, clean it up a little bit, mask the smell or whatever, because I was trying to, they didn't have a plunger or anything. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I'm sweating, I'm nervous, whatever. And so I closed the toilet seat, and I guess his roommate had came home 15 minutes later, took a shower or whatever. I guess he never used the restroom. Well, the guy that I was dating goes into the bathroom after him, and he's like, oh, man, dude, you clogged the toilet. And he's trying to say it wasn't him and whatever, and I wasn't going to say anything.
Of course
so
not.
I was just watching them for 15, almost 20 minutes trying to unclog that toilet.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
You
Okay.
let them unclog the toilet.
That's pretty strong.
Yep.
All right,
To
hold
this
on.
day, I did not tell him.
Okay.
And he's my boyfriend.
Oh, my God. Okay.
That's so funny.
All right, hold on. That is a great confession. Hold on. David, good morning. What's your confession? David.
Hey, so I have a best friend who got into some criminal damage, criminal issues, and was being charged, and he was trying to hide his money from his wife and the courts. So he sent it to me to hold on to, and I used it.
How much money?
Well, I don't want to say the number, but you're welcome to guess, and I can tell you higher or lower.
5,000.
But way higher.
100,000.
Higher.
What?
150.
Nope. Double that.
Oh, wow.
$300,000?
What'd you buy?
What?
Well, I didn't buy anything. I had my identity stolen, and I used it to kind of stay afloat and recoup from the money that was taken from me.
So when your friend asks for his $300,000 back, you just say, I don't have it?
He already has.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to figure out how to keep stalling.
Oh, my gosh.
I started with, it was in a savings account, and I can't touch it.
Man, that's
And-
crazy.
That's messy.
That's crazy because that dude trusted you.
Yeah.
But he was also pulling a fast one on his wife, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I found out is I found out that the money that he was hiding was dirty money that he was hiding from stuff that he shouldn't be doing. So I don't feel that bad for using it, but he's been my friend for 17 years,
I mean, until someone comes after you for the money.
I assume that's a
You gotta be
felony,
careful.
right? He could sue you.
All right, David, hold on. That's a good one. Hold on. That's a good one. We got lots of confessions to get to. Dana, hi. What's your confession?
In college.
Okay. Go ahead.
When I was in college many years ago, I lived in Spokane, Washington, and I went into this super nice hotel that you have to have like a key card to get into and everything because I heard Snoop Dogg was there. And so I went up to the floor where I thought he would be staying, and I started knocking on doors. And then I found a platter of like leftover food from another room's room service. So I started carrying that around, knocking on doors saying room service until security came up and they asked me what I was doing. And I was like, oh, trying to meet Snoop Dogg. And they verbatim said to me, look at yourself. Do you really think Snoop Dogg wants to meet you?
Oh my gosh, how
and then they brutal. Out of the hotel, down to the street, and they asked me not to come back.
I would have cried. I would have 100% cried. If a security guard came up to me and told me that, my feelings would be so hurt.
Look at yourself.
Yeah.
That's so hard.
I would have been so reduced.
I'll never forget it.
Oh, my God.
Sorry you went through that.
You just have all this shame.
She's like, I don't look like room service.
Now you're like behind the hotel kicking a rock. You're all bummed out.
I thought I was cute in my hoodie, but I guess not.
All right. That's a great confession. All right, Dana, hold on. That's so good. Brittany, hi. What's your confession? Brittany?
Sorry, I didn't know you said my name. Okay, so I actually have a layer of confessions. I'm part of a friend group, and my best friend is married to another guy in the friend group. She has been cheating on him for years and years, and she recently found out that she's pregnant. And she decided that she's not, the guy that she hooked up with looks close enough to her husband. She's not going to tell her husband that this is not his kid. Meanwhile, her husband has confided in me over the last year. He's actually been having an affair on her with one of the girlfriends of somebody else in the friend group. Well, now that girl is pregnant. And he's asking me, what should I do? How should I tell her? And I'm like, I don't know. So the truth bomb is that I actually am going to have both of them listen into this radio later today when you guys put it on the iHeartRadio podcast. And it'll be a big surprise.
And everybody knows.
Well, you're live right now.
Know.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know how long it would take until I get on, so I want to make sure that it's timed right because I don't necessarily. I'm sure they've told other people besides me. It can't be me that's getting all the trauma dump.
Well, when they hear the podcast, and you could just, you'll go to the podcast page, just send them the link so they listen.
Right.
Your whole friend group is about to explode.
No kidding. It's like the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives show. Just like that.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, have some fun with it and tell each other so you guys can all participate.
Oh, my goodness. That is messy.
Wow.
You got some drama.
That is a tight friend group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Brittany.
It is.
Hold on. That's damn good. Hold on. That's crazy. Where are we now? Mary? Did we say hi to Mary?
No, not yet.
Okay. Mary, hi. What's your confession? Mary?
I'm here. I already had said it.
See, we already talked to Mary.
No, we did?
Nettie,
hold on.
Yeah.
So we talked to everybody here? I don't know. Vanessa? Vanessa, we talked to you already?
No, you didn't.
Okay, what's your confession?
Okay, my sister and I, we went out the night before and we both hooked up with somebody. So we had to hurry up because we had to catch a flight and just throw on our clothes. So when we were on the way to the airport and checking our bags, I felt something crawling on my leg. So I freaked out and I kicked it off of me. And it was my underwear, which were pretty sexy, obviously. And everybody was like, oh, my God, somebody's underwear is here. Somebody's underwear. And I was mortified. So I was like, oh, my God, Dulce, it's your underwear. It was my sister. And she was like, oh, my God. She was hungover. She didn't care. She was like, oh, my God. So she just quickly grabbed them and put it in her pocket. She's like, oh, there's your guys' show.
Oh, my God.
I blamed your sister.
You and your sister hooking up. What a great family. All right, hold on, Vanessa. Hold on. Okay, this is good. That was a good round. So it's call in for Wallen tickets all morning long. 877-937-1047. Best confession wins tickets to Morgan Wallen. More of your calls after Jack Harlow.
And I can put you in. I can put you in.
John, Jane, Rich, Cole, good morning. You got a confession?
Yes. When I was 16, so like 15 years ago, me and my friends, we used to go around our neighborhood and not saying it was right, but we opened up fire hydrants and messing around. And one of them happened to be right on the edge of this person's front yard. And it totally flooded their whole yard. And it was an irrigation neighborhood, and it ended up flooding their basement. Yeah, and my dad, I grew up, my dad owned a carpet cleaning company, and he did flood and restoration and all of that. And we lived on the end of the street, on the same street as them, and they ended up calling my dad to fix the flood. And I had to beg and beg and beg my dad to let me do the flood as like my Boy Scouts service project for that year. And yeah, I spent months or weeks kind of convincing him, like, let this be my service project. Let this be my service project, so he wouldn't bill them.
Oh my gosh!
And
that's so sad.
He ended up not billing them, and I was able to write it down as my service project. But
And he never
I still
knew.
haven't told him to this day.
Oh, yeah.
I still
That's
haven't told him.
crazy.
All right, hold on, Cole. Alex, good morning. What's your confession?
Hi, good morning. Pretty embarrassing. I had an old girlfriend a long time ago. She had a cat. She had a dog. The dog was known for pooping in the cat litter box. Well, my girlfriend was in the shower. We weren't really that close yet, and I couldn't hold it. My house was on the other side of town, so I used the cat litter box, and I never told her about it.
She took that cat to the vet.
Oh my gosh!
All right. Thanks, Alex. Hi, good morning, John, Jane, Rich. Can I help you?
Hi, I was calling for the call-in for Wallen tickets.
Yes. Oh, my God. You got the name right. What's your name?
Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. Where are you calling from?
Phoenix.
Oh, my God. Phoenix. Love that place. All right. What's your confession, Nicole? Please don't cuss. I'm going to patch you through.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
So when I was in my early 20s, we have a group of friends who've been friends forever, and we had gone out partying, and I have the bladder of a 4-year-old, and so on the way back, we had to pee. So we pulled over to this donut store that was kind of by our old high school, and two of us really, to include me, had to pee really bad. And so the guy was really nice and let us use the bathroom because we were all dressed up. And my girlfriend hopped on the toilet, and I almost peed my pants, so I hopped on the sink, and the sink fell off the wall.
Oh, my God.
Dear God.
How do you explain that away?
Embarrassing.
I'm just washing my hands, and it just fell.
Yeah, we just kind of finished our business and just ran out and said, thank you. Obviously, we never went back to that donut store ever again.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Terrifying.
Hold on. Jessica, good morning. You got a confession?
I sure do, guys.
What do you got?
It's a big one I've been keeping for some time.
Okay.
I'm actually going through a divorce right now. I've been with him for 15 years, and lately, we're doing our thing. We still live together. We're hanging out. But he thinks I'm leaving him for another man. What he doesn't know is that it's actually a female. Leaving him for a female, not a male.
You're leaving him for
And
another
that's like
man? He thinks you're leaving him for another man.
No, correct. But I'm leaving him for a female.
Wow. That's very in right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're so in with the times.
That might actually make him less mad.
Yeah.
Like it isn't really you. You're just not that.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Okay. That's a great confession. Hold on. Hello. Good morning, John, Jane, Rich. Can I help you?
Hi, this is Ashley. How are you?
Hi, Ashley. You calling for a Confession Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay. Try not to cuss, okay? I'm going to patch you through. Good morning, John, Jane, Rich. Confession Wednesday. Can I help you?
Hi. So obviously mine might not be as great as others, but so my kids are always eating in their room, and I've repeatedly asked them, stop bringing food in your room like you're going to get ants or rats or whatever. And I saw this hack that said you spray rice black and you sprinkle it in their room in certain places and pretend it's rat poop. And I told my kids that over the night they had so much food in their room that rats came in and pooped, and they went and cleaned their rooms real well.
That's so good.
That's so
amazing. So good. Except the rats that come and eat the rice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good life hack. Okay, hold on. Hello, good morning. John, Jane, Rich, can I help you?
Good morning. I'm here for the Morgan Wallen confession.
Yeah, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Alexandria.
Alexandria. Okay, I'm going to patch you through. Don't cuss, okay?
I won't.
1047 Kiss FM. Morgan Wallen, calling for Wallen. Hey, Jessica, it's John, Jane, Rich. What's up? You're on the air. What's your confession?
That's
Good
Alexandra.
morning.
Oh, Alexandra.
Yeah, it's Alexandria.
My bad. I'm sorry, I couldn't read the screen writing. The phone screen.
No
texted you
worries.
wrong. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing, and I can't believe I'm doing this for Morgan Wallen, but here we go. I slept with twin brothers a long time ago, and I got pregnant around that time, and I didn't know, I still don't know which one is the dad. I just go with my boyfriend. They don't know.
Okay, so you were dating one of the twin brothers, right?
Yes,
And you slept with both of them,
around the same time.
but not at the same time. Not a threesome.
No.
Oh, God,
No, not at the same time.
So you are pregnant. You have a child with one of these brothers.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Not sure which one, but you're just going with the one that you're dating.
Yes. Well, the brother that I slept with, he doesn't know that I slept with his brother.
Right. I mean, well, for you, at least it's not like someone outside of the family, because when they ask for family history, it's all going to be the same.
Right, and honestly, the DNA test, I think with twins, it comes right up the same exact way.
But if you're the brother that's not in the relationship and you're keeping that a secret from your brother, do you always think that the baby is yours? Do you know what I mean? You have to.
Yeah.
Boy, that's good. That's a really good.
Yeah, and then they're like, it looks like me. It looks like both of you. You're twins. You're right.
how old is the baby now?
He's 6.
And does he have more of the personality of the brother or the boyfriend?
You know, I feel like he's more like me. So
Okay.
it's hard to tell right now. But he's only 6, so we still have time, you know?
Oh, yeah, jury's still out there.
Which brother was the better lover?
Oh, my gosh. Well, to be fair, I was really drunk when I slept with his brother, so I would have to say my boyfriend.
Okay, good. Okay, hold on. What's
That's
your name?
good-
Oh, Alexandria. Hold on. That's crazy. That is a crazy
Put
story.
a star by that one, John Jane.
Okay, hold on. What's this one? Hello, good morning, John, Jane, Rich. Can I help you?
On the answer.
Yes, hi. What's your name? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, is this John Jane Rich?
Yes, hello. What's your confession?
Okay, so I actually called earlier, and I told her, and she said I'll be on in a few minutes, and then she got back on asking my number, but I never got to tell them.
Oh, my God. Sorry. That was probably my fault. Okay, what's your name?
It's okay. My name is Sarah.
And what's your confession?
So my husband, I will accidentally use his toothbrush, and he does not even know what to do with his life when I do that. He can't handle it. So I just started using it when he makes me mad, and he has no idea.
You just use his toothbrush.
I just use it to make him mad.
You use it to brush your teeth or clean toilets? What are you using it for?
Oh, no, I just brush my teeth with it.
Oh, okay.
That's a good little annoying thing.
Yeah.
That's good. Especially when he gets it, it's wet.
Oh,
He's like, what's
yeah.
up? What's
going on here?
You use my toothbrush? Okay, that's very good, Sarah. Hold
Right,
on line.
yeah.
That's adorable. Hold
Okay.
on. Aura, good morning. You got a confession?
Yeah, I do.
What happened?
I'm so nervous. I had to run outside. So a group of us in college back in 2019, we went to Country Thunder, and I had a little bit too much to drink. Apparently beer runs through me, and I tried to make it to the porta potties a couple times, losing my position up at the front of the stage. And I'm like, guys, I can't do this anymore. I had them group up. There wasn't a bunch of us, probably 5 of us, so it wasn't that big of a circle. And I peed 3 to 5 times on the grass right there in front of the stage.
That's good teamwork. That's teamwork.
She has to go again.
She created her own Country Thunder.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
All right, hold on the line. That's a good one. Hold on. Good morning. John Jane Rich can help you.
Oh, hi. Are you guys?
Can CALLIN for the tickets?
Yes, for Call-In for Wallen, Confession Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't cuss, okay? I'm going to patch you through. What's your name?
Brittany.
Hold on, Brittany.
Thank you.
Call-In for Wallen. We got Morgan Wallen tickets. We just want to hear your confession. Hey, Brittany, it's Jay and Rich. What's your confession?
Oh, I had to use the bathroom really bad one time, and I didn't make it to the toilet, and I ended up going in my pants, and then I threw my underwear in the trash can at a local Fry's.
Did it have to be a Fry's?
No, it was the closest place to me.
I thought, no, that's a safe way. I got to go to Fry's. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The 7 from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The 7 is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The 7 podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs!
Yeah! 55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.